यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुत स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैसाङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः पश्यान्तं विदुषुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Verse number 13, please. Panche mani mahabaho karanani nibodhame sankhye kritante proktani siddhaye sarva karmanam adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha pruthagvidham vividhascha pruthag cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam. This indeed is extremely important and very, very beautiful declarations. I hope you understand the beauty and the seriousness of it and recognize the significance, relevance of it in your own life. Because 17 chapters you have heard and heard and heard. What is more important is, after you hear, you listen, you must contemplate and then see to it that all that has gone into yours, all that you have studied, all that you have heard, finds its expression in our everyday life. That is why the books shall come to an end. The classes will be over, but your knowledge must continue. If you have equated this knowledge, this wisdom with the classes, with the books, when they come to an end, you don't know what else to do. That is why, please appreciate your conscious living. Every moment of your action, your perceptions, your thoughts you must be so conscious that your living becomes a learning and teaching. Understand? When I was coming to this class, before I just sat down for a few minutes as usual, this is the lovely statement come to my mind. Your living becomes a conscious learning, a continuous learning and continuous teaching. Your conscious living becomes a continuous learning and a continuous teaching. Because usually when the camp is over, class is over, book is over, then what do? Unless you create your own little satsang, own little classes every day, every moment, usually when the classes are over, no more there is any satsang, sometimes unconsciously, you can fall back to the old lifestyle. Anger, hatred, jealousy, personal squabbles, selfishness, misery, emotions of various kinds can completely take you over. That is how you see many people, the difference between the lifestyle in ashram or where they are studying and afterwards when they are all left to themselves. It all depends on the student, on the person. Because when the classes are over, how do you keep yourself glued to continuously get yourself connected to this knowledge? Only by conscious living. Because you may not pick up a book with yourself. You may not have a book with yourself. There is no teacher teaching you again. Because you are independently moving about, walking about. So that is where your thoughts become extremely important for you. So, during the course of studies, as you have been listening, how much of that Shravana, that listening, has gone into your system, where you contemplate and see the truth of it. Extremely important. That is why this principle of action, how you act on in life, is very important. Neither not acting or acting in a particular way as you are used to, backed by ignorance. Both type of action shall be unproductive. Inaction is as unproductive as even the actions backed by selfishness, backed by ignorance. So the actions must be backed by the wisdom. Clearly appreciate how the actions take place. Understand the mechanism of it. And what is the mechanism? Very clearly, Bhagavan says here. Panchametani, Panchaimani, Karanani Niboda, 5 things. We saw in the morning, we go into next one, please understand. And what are the 5 things? Adhisthana, Karta, Karanam, Pruthak Chesta, and Daivam. Remember these 5 things. Adhisthana, your body. Karta, the I thought. Karanam, your sense organs of action, mind, intellect, the whole range of memories. Pruthak Chesta, the pranic force behind all these actions, and ultimately Daivam, the unknown. Do you understand that principle clearly? You must see it very clear. With these 5, any human action started. How? Read it. We shall see that. Beautiful verses. I tell you, this is something, suddenly this idea has come into the very clear. You must see, because once the classes are over, book is closed, then what? Ask yourself the question. You have spent years studying this now. When you are alone, are you working, guided by your past habit or your newly acquired wisdom? Ask yourself the question. Are you working, propelled, pushed by your old habits, or guided by your wisdom as to who you are? It's a big question. Ask yourself. Most of the time, unconsciously, your habits will guide you. Understand? Please see it very, very clear. Understand very clearly. That is where will come your conflict in life. Because what you have picked up is happiness, bliss, fearlessness, freedom, security. But what you encounter in life is unhappiness, misery, conflict. So you cannot believe this wisdom. Understand? Sometimes if you get really obsessed with your habit, you shall hate the scripture, you will hate even the guru, the teacher. Because they completely counter your expectations. That is where people get angry with the scriptures, angry with the teacher, angry with everything. Why? My personal desires, motives, wishes are not respected. And what is your personal wish? Very selfish. Understand? That is why before that, he told you, the Sattvika Karta, Rajasic Karta. Sattvika Karta is one. Very beautiful. Remember that. How nicely said that. The Dveshti Akushalam Karma. Karyamityeva karma niyatam kurude. Karyamiti is to be done, therefore it is. Shangam taktva phalam chaiva. Whereas Rajasic Karta is Dukkhamityeva yat karma. Kaya klesha bhayatyajit. He doesn't do it, whatever is to be done. Because whatever is to be done, he gives up because it is painful. Whatever is not to be done, even though more painful, he will do it. The tamasic fellow is an animal. He won't, anyway doesn't know anything. He just does whatever comes to his head. He is total animalistic. Are you getting that point, please? See it very clearly. And ask yourself the question, are you working, expressing yourself, backed by the old habits, wrong conclusions, or your new insight that you have gained into yourself? How do I maintain that insight? Understand the mechanism. This is how it is. See, be conscious. In case you are incapable of following it according to your wisdom, you will not hate yourself, but you shall be ready to move on. Okay, I will get it. This is beautiful. But if you are unconscious, you shall suffer. Understand? Consciously when you discover, hey, it is becoming difficult. Why am I doing like this? But you continue. But when you are unconsciously acting on, justifying your weaknesses, your behavior, you will be in trouble. And few people will also pull along with you. It's like drunken driving. The fellow is a drunk driver. That he is drunk doesn't matter, because let him die. The trouble is, he kills some more people along with his drunken driving. Like when you are emotionally unstable, so you are disturbed, you are destroying yourself. But in the process, you want to pull some people also. The other person is disturbed. Helplessly. Understand? So, look at yourself, please. And that conscious living becomes a continuation of your Swadhyaya, Shastra study. Because every moment you are seeing the play of wisdom at the level of your living itself. Are you getting that? It's amazing. Observe, observe, observe. As I told you, classes will end. Teacher will go away somewhere. Books will not be there. What will be there with you is your mind, your thoughts, your knowledge. Watch out and see the mechanism, how it is. After 5 things he said, now he tells you how. Read. Sharirvang mano bhiyat karma prarabhate narah nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavah tatraiva sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyah pashyati akruta buddhitvat nasa pashyati durmatihi Sharirvang mano bhiyat karma prarabhate narah nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavah tatraivam sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyah pashyati akruta buddhitvat nasa pashyati durmatihi. See how beautiful it is, please see. Sarira Bhag manovihi yat karma nara prarabhate, and that karma nyayamba viparitamba ete pancha tasya hetava. Beautiful line. Naraha karma prarabhate. Human being begins an action. What action? See the beauty, huh? He doesn't say good actions, no, don't worry about it. Nyayamba viparitam, anyayamba. Whether it is good action or bad action. Nyayamba viparitam. It can be sensible, insensible. It can be noble, ignoble. It can be kind, it can be cruel. It just doesn't matter. Whatever action, whatever type of action you undertake, hey Arjuna, at what level? All the three levels. Sarira, Vak, Manovi. What else other karma you can do? Physical action, Vak, speech-wise, with your all types of speech, and Manasik, your thought-wise. What else you do? It includes everything. Whatever you begin at the level of your body, good, bad. Whatever you speak at the level of your organ of speech, decent, indecent, kind, cruel, doesn't matter. Whatever thoughts you are initiating at the level of your mind, whatever, whether it is painful thought, pleasant thought, nice thought, dust of thought, dirty thought, good, it just doesn't matter. You are initiating a thought to do some nice action, good thought to good action, or initiating to planning to murder somebody. It just doesn't matter. Any action, see the beauty, any action at any level, nyayamba viparitam, whether it appears to be moral, immoral, noble, ignoble, good, bad, right, wrong, painful, pleasant, it just doesn't matter. All are guided by panchaheta, pancheti tasya heta. All these 5 steps are to be taken in order to complete that action. So please see. Sarira karma, saririka karma, karma mano karma. Now, please think. In reality, what is the root of the action? The sarira, the body, the speech, or the thought? Huh? thought only. Are you getting that? The beginning of action, understand, the visible action, audible speech are backed by invisible, inaudible thoughts. Ask yourself the question, can you catch it? Or do you catch it? Why can you? No, can you comes later on. Do you catch it at the level of your thought visible to you, invisible to others? Your thought audible to you, inaudible to others. Are you catching your action at the level of your thought itself or at the level of your physical action or speech? Because both are same. Speech, are you getting that? Speech, physical speech and your physical action, both are same, because you can express your thought as a physical movement, hands and legs, or a oral action, speech. Your mind says, your thought says, fire. You look at it, you hear it's a fire, but the hands and legs are kept quiet. As useless as even you don't shout fire. Because if you shout fire, other people will come and extinguish the fire. Okay, you can't shout. Suppose you are dumb, you cannot shout. Do something, then you can also extinguish fire. But you want it to be burnt. Let this fellow's house be burnt. You saw the fire. You understand? Neither you are speaking, understand, neither you are speaking, nor physically you are active. So, are you getting that point? Please see. Sometimes, why do you do that? Sometimes, why people do this? This can be for two reasons. Nyayamba viparitamba. One is, the fool never takes my advice. Even if I say fire, he shall say, oh, you saw fire. Nobody else saw it. All right, thank you. Why should I talk? Why should you be criticized? Nyayamba. Or viparitam is good, bad motive. Let it be burnt. The fool was very proud of his house. Now, very good. Both the places. You understand how subtle it is. But it begins with your thought. You understand? Manas. So karma, visible, audible, okay, any action visible or a speech which is audible, begins with your thought invisible to others, inaudible to others. Okay, your thoughts are definitely invisible to others. Your thoughts are definitely inaudible to others. Do you also get included in that? Sometimes it is invisible to you too. Why it is invisible to you? Just like your eyes are open, you don't see things. You are conscious, but you are somewhere. Are you getting the similarity? Are you getting the similarity? I'm telling you, this is the amazing stuff. This is 18th chapter. Every time, 18th chapter is a completion of this, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. You listen to nonsense. It has no relevance to somebody. You don't understand what Sattva, Raja, Tamas. This is what? Your life. Oh, this is an adorable chapter. Suddenly I fell in love with this, really. Never I had thought, even I myself have not thought like this. You know. It's so beautiful. When the book ends, ask yourself question. 17 chapters are over. Ask yourself the question, how many times have you read the chapters that are already over? I'm not asking you, asking me also. After once I finished my Bhagavad Gita, by myself, how many times I studied? Not needed. Why? Because suppose I am always with myself. I am living this Gita. Suppose I am not understood anything, what will happen? Book is over, thoughts also is not coming. You lose out. That is why people shall remember the student days are the best 2 years of their lives. After that, it was as much disaster as even before that. When you are studying, it was so nice, yes. Afterwards, what happened? Forgot. Forgot what? Informations. Never saw yourself. It's a waste. Waste. Understand the beauty of this knowledge. For any action to take place, Sariram Vak Manovihi Yat Karma Kri Praravade. What else, from what other level you can begin a work? Either it is physical, or it is oral, speech, or it is thought. But in fact, the physical and the oral, your actions or your speech have their root in the manas, and your mind, your thought. So if you watch at the level of the thought, other two actions will be automatically beautiful. But suppose you do not watch it, these, understand, invisible thoughts are the source for the visible action. Inaudible thoughts are source for the audible speech. You catch it at that level. When you do that, whatever level you want to catch it, if you can catch at the mind level, excellent. Then you speak something and you act on in this way. 5 things will be used. Panchaidani maha, panchaimani mahavaho, karanani nibodhame. These are the 5 things which will guide your action. What are they? See the connection. Adhisthana, your body. Karta, I thought, individual. Karanam, your sense organs. Pruthak chesta, your prana. Now take any action. And then the last one is Daivam, the unknown. Please see how it is. Suppose you catch it at the level of your thought. You are, what's the nice? Wise man. You are with yourself. You are free from problems for yourself. You shall never have problem to others. You are a blessing walking this earth. Nobody shall know what is happening in your mind. You know how to handle everything at that level. Everything at that level. Nobody shall know. But you are always wonderful. Because not that the things, wrong things don't come, different, maybe angry thought can come, hatred can come, jealousy can come, love can, infatuation, any type of thought can come. But nobody even gets a hint of it. Why? You know how to counteract them at that level itself. Understand? All the 5, what are they? Please see. Suppose a thought comes up. Panchaitani karanam, sariram, adhishthanam. Body has to be used. If the thought has to be expressed, your body has to be used. Can you act on a thought without a body? You cannot. And since you can act on the thought only with the body, can you hold the body responsible for the action? You cannot. Can you move at top speed without a car? No. So will you blame the car for the speed? Exactly the same way. That is why when physical action, when physically you get wild, violent, angry, it has all started from there, mind itself. Anyway, so body is the foundation. Body is the, with the body you have to use your body. So thought has to be expressed in action, be conscious of your body. Then karta, I thought. I should decide. this thought has to be expressed. Do you have time for this? For most people, thought, boom. Thought comes, speech. Thought comes, leg moves. More angry you are, more restless you are, more jealous you are, more obsessed you are, obsession, jealousy, if you are obsessed with jealousy, obsessed with hatred, obsessed with infatuation, obsessed with passion, obsessed with anything, any type of obsession, meaning one thought has completely overtaken you, caught over you, overwhelmed you. You are angry, now you will not listen to anything. You are hating something, you are jealous of somebody, you are infatuated with something, you are possessed by an emotion. You shall not listen to anybody. Why? The listening device is preoccupied. Are you getting that point? The listening device is preoccupied. There is no place for anybody else to talk. Are you getting that point, please? Your listening device is defunct. Do you know what I am talking? Because somebody is talking to advise you, somebody is trying to tell you, do you know what I am talking? For God's sake, don't do that. Why don't you keep your mouth shut? Do I need this advice? Get lost. I know everything. Namaskar. You go. Why? The device is preoccupied. Tell the smoker. Tell any addict. Don't talk to that boy. What do you know? True. Thank you. If you know everything, why is it a problem? Don't talk to that girl. Don't take that food. Suppose somebody advises. What do you say? What do you know? Rajasi karta. If you are a person, conscious actor, suppose somebody superior to you or somebody very well-wisher or somebody in a socially, somebody gives an advice. I don't think don't do that, don't talk to that man or woman, or don't eat this, because it unnecessarily confuses people. Thank you, don't worry about it. Nobody will, don't do it, I will not do it, don't worry about it. Why? You are a conscious actor. You just drop it. Don't look at, don't put on that particular dress or particular thing where it looks too much. Suppose you want to say, yeah, it's all right. Take it. I'll not do it anymore. It's all right. Yesterday, we had been to Puram, no? So, I was taking some photo. So my friend was coming down and he said, hey, come, let's go. Why? Because suppose he is in a hurry to go to a particular place. Let's go early morning, 4:30, we are leaving. We are going back. Hey, come, go back. Then I also felt another thing is, so many people are there, and we both are only in this dress. Suppose I am holding this one camera. Sometimes, maybe I don't feel uncomfortable. Suppose he feels uncomfortable. Hey, what these fellows will think, Sadhu, Swami, putting on a video and taking a video. I say, yes, that's right. We go, immediately switch it up, let's move. How does it matter if two more from a secluded place we have taken the beautiful thing? It was a beautiful view when we are walking down. But it doesn't matter. Why? Somebody feels uncomfortable with me. Maybe he feels, maybe if he doesn't feel, so what? But I respect. Why? So what? But if you are a person insistent on doing that, what is wrong? How does it? Why should I make the other person feel uncomfortable? If he says not, that is his place. He says not. How can you be a sadhu and drink a Coca-Cola? Don't even order it. Leave it. That sensitivity. Are you getting that point, please? The sensitivity doesn't exist because you are totally sucked by that idea, totally possessed by that idea. Therefore, even if somebody says, hey, don't smoke, don't do this, I don't think we should be doing like that. How does it matter? It matters. If you are in somebody's place, somebody's house, somebody's thing, and the person suggests, if that person says so, thank you. Are you in your place? In your room? Yes. You don't have to tell me what you do there. But once you get out of the room, interact, must learn exactly how to behave. Understand? Any thought at that level, or at the level of the speech, vak karma, you want to speak something. You want to speak something, again the 5 steps. The body has to cooperate. Then your karta, I also must know what to speak. Karana has to be used. Then pranic function, that also will help you to speak. And when you speak it out, consequences, daivam. You say, I must speak. Okay, speak. What are the consequences? Can you take it? You understand? Tamasi karta is who does it without worry about consequences. Good happens also fine, bad happens also fine. He's a tamasi karta. Fine means he will suffer. He can take anything. Rajasi karta means very selfish. It should happen only according to his wishes. Morning I told you those 3. Remember that? Eh? Tamasi karta is an animal, total animal. Animals have no motives. That intelligence, that much intelligence is not there. It's like animal. Rajasic fellow is the smart one, the selfish person. Selfishness incarnation. What do I get out of it? Or what I shall lose out of it? Me is the concept. Me is the icon. Today's generation, educated people, like that. Professional identity, personality, strong personality, individuality, me. If it doesn't happen to, according to my thought, finish. Sattvic karta is, it's okay, whichever way. Can I do it? Yes. Need not be done? Not necessary. No reactions. So speech, same thing also, sariram karma. You want to physically, you want to do an activity? Okay, same thing. Body must be, body is the foundation, beginning. Karta, I thought, must decide. Shall I kick? Shall I walk? Shall I lift? Shall I hold? Shall I move? Every movement, you are conscious. If I do, pranic chesta, the prana is involved with this. The body, sense organs of actions involved. And then daivam, what is that? Result. What result will come? If I express my thought, there will be a result. If I don't express my thought, there is another result. If I speak, there will be a result. If I don't speak, there will be another result. If I do, there will be a result. If I don't do also, there will be another result. That is why daivam, you cannot escape. Are you getting that point, please? Daivam, you cannot escape. So understand this principle. Karmanyeva adhikarame ma phaleshu kadacha. Remember, write it down. Full explanation here. Karmanyeva adhikara. I have full privilege over the action. Because act we must. If you don't act, sarira yatra apichatena prasiddhyeta karmana. Your very sustenance of life is not possible unless you act on. Therefore, it does not mean act as you like. No. Because sometimes if you act as you like, the very purpose of sustaining the body will be defeated, because as act you like, your body may not be there. It is like people who are in a crime gang, criminal gangs. I can do whatever I like, mafiosi, right? As when you shoot people, somebody wants to shoot you from back, 20-year-old dead. Some people shoot their body as they like. gross. Some people shoot their mouth as they like. When you shoot your mouth as you like, nobody is around you. Why? Who wants to listen to this poetry? Then suddenly you start, are you getting that point? Same way. But please appreciate, long before you shoot your mouth, long before you shoot your physical action, with your physical action, both thoughts are the source. Can you catch your thought and choose to speak and choose to act? Cannot. So that's a person is shooting his thought. A person doesn't choose to speak. Are you getting that? If you cannot choose to speak your thought, you cannot choose to act your thought, just like shooting your mouth anything and getting into trouble, and doing physical action which later on you get into trouble, mentally also you will be in trouble. And that is the time when you create the mess, you ask other people to fix it. You create the mess, then you say, in this world nobody helps me. So who created the mess? Mentally, who created the mess? Understand, friends, in reality, if you think over, mentally there is no mess. Because thought is a thought, however stupid the thought is. Until it is expressed, it is not an action. Are you getting that? Thoughts are invisible, inaudible. Until it is expressed. But then, when the thoughts come, you must know how to handle your thought. That is a big thing. Because the persons do not know how to handle the thought, therefore action becomes a mess, the speech becomes a mess. Because at the thought level, if you know exactly what to do, who will know? Who will know your thought? But that time somebody gives you guilt. Even you should not have wrong thoughts. Rubbish. You have no choices in your memories, do you? What ideas have been given to you? Do you have a choice? Suppose you are born to a father, parents who are meat eaters, and you have been eating meat. What is wrong in killing? Naturally. That's your thinking. Why should I eat garlic? I don't want to touch garlic. Or I want only eat garlic. Or I want to eat only this vegetable, only that one. Dress like this or don't dress like this, talk like this or don't talk like this. Whatever parental influence, social influence, cultural influence, all these things, you cannot escape because it is in your head. So, picking up the thoughts, you have no choices. But expressing the thought, are you getting that? Picking up a thought, what choices you had? Are you getting that point? Please see the beauty. Just think. To pick your thought, listen, to choose your thought, the thought should already be there, right? That is why in what thoughts you are picking up, do you have a choice? Because you have to listen to, somebody says, smoke man, don't worry. Another person says, don't smoke. So both the thoughts you will pick up. Eat whatever you like. Say whatever you want. Don't say whatever you like. Two different types of thoughts will be there in you, always. That is why you go through conflict. Why people like to live in the same type of society with similar values? Listen carefully, same type of society with similar values. You kill an animal, I kill an animal. I don't give you guilt, you don't give me guilt. Okay, you go to another society where animals are not supposed to be killed. Then you get your guilt. That is why you want to be like with your own type of people. When cruelty becomes accepted thing, dangerous. That is why religious indoctrination becomes so dangerous. Political indoctrination becomes so dangerous. Anyway, think. So thoughts at the thought level, can you watch it? Or next is at the level of your body and your speech. Nyayam va viparita, hey Arjuna. All your actions have their root. Visible actions have the root in invisible thought. Nyayam va viparitam va. Whether it's a good action which helps people, bad action which destroys others, a good action which makes you nice, a bad action which makes you worse, useless. Both the type of thing. Right, wrong, good, bad, good, noble, ignoble, profound, profane, whatever language you see. Both have their, all these things have their root in your thought, and all of these things need these 5 principles for the expression. Okay? Are you getting that point, please? Now, can you not analyze your every action? Are you getting that point? Any word you speak, understand, a word also is an action. Get out. Just see, one word, get out. Before you speak that word, you know what happens? This thought, how much you must have gone through to say that word. Come here. To invite somebody near, how many times you have to, shall I not, shall I not. Take this. Take this is a simple statement. Take this. But before they take this, you know how many things have gone? How many thoughts you have thought over? Shall I give? Shall I not give? If I give, maybe I misunderstood. If I don't give, maybe I misunderstood. If I give only this much, what they will think? After so many thoughts, take this. And it has the consequences. What are the consequences? To whom you give, he may say, flower. And the other person shall say, why him and not me? Oh. So, now there will be 2 groups. One fellow says, see, only that fellow gets flower, me no flower. You see? So, did you get? No. Yeah, he won't give you. So, did you get also? No, he won't give you. Did you also get? No. Now this fellow will get it, and I get flower. I also got a flower. Nice. Simple action, give a flower. You understand the networking? One simple thought, simple action. World war can be created. World war. Continuously you are completing the circuit inside. Thought. What are you doing? How are you acting? How are you going to a place? Listen, please see. How are you going to a place? Can you go to the library? I am asking you, think. Can you go from here to library? Yes, circuit is complete. From here to library. Can you go to kitchen? Of course. What about the temple? Yes. Why? Circuit is complete. Suppose a new person comes. Everybody says, yes. He says, how? Why? No circuit. Are you getting that point, please? Initiating a gossip. What is initiating a gossip? First you tell somebody, you know what that fellow is doing. The other person is innocent. This has completely spread in your head like a virus. It has gone in your head. You are telling the other, do you know what he said? No, I don't know, I am not interested. He goes away. So you don't allow the circuit to be complete. Other fellow says, what? What? You know, this fellow. Oh, really? Really? Okay. So, now you must tell it to the next person. You understand how it spreads? In the absence of a television, in the absence of a media, those days, things were taking long time to spread. Today, Even if you have not done anything also, it can spread. That is the humor, no? Understand? What is a misunderstanding? What is a projection? A thought comes. A thought comes. Just a thought comes. I think he likes me. A thought comes. I think she likes me. One thought comes. Then you start building your own network. Ta-da. Huge network. So when the person says, no, that's not true. Huh? How can you say that? Because you are already seeing it. It's just like a man seeing a ghost. I saw a ghost near the library step. 2 o'clock or night I was walking, I saw a ghost standing there. Stupid, it's all imagination. We are here for 20 years, nothing has happened. Huh, don't say that. I have seen a snake. I am seeing a ghost. Now what do you do? What do you do? Personal projections are like that. Has no basis. But you believe in your thought. Consequences, you have to suffer. Where from it comes? Unknown, Daiva. Understand? Panchayetani Mahava, please understand. Every action, Saririka, Vak, Manovi, Yat Karma Nara Prarabhate. Whatever actions you start at the level of your thought, your physical action, your body, it has to go through these 5 steps for the fulfillment, for executing the thought, for executing a physical action, oral action, your speech or your thought, these 5 steps inevitable. And when you are doing it, 4 are human. Adhisthana, Karta, Karana, Chesta. Your body, the doer, the instrument and the effort. Human. The result is Ishvara. Result is never ever in your hand. That is why result come out to expectation, you don't take the credit. It doesn't come to expectation, therefore you don't take the discredit. If you unconsciously take the credit, you shall unconsciously get hit by the discredit. In case you are getting hit by discredit, that means you have taken the credit. How to explain it to people? Because taking the credit, nobody blames you. But when you are not taking the discredit, and somebody points out, how can you not take the discredit? You refuse to take it, but you understand you have taken the credit. No, if you have taken the credit, you must take the discredit. But people are very selective. Credit, mine. Success, how it happened? Unless I study. Even the result will come like this. You failed in the exams. God only. Teachers are stupid. Examiner was drunk. Everybody else is responsible. Success? I won. Simple. How have I not written? Even to say Ganpati, Ganesh is going to write. How? Why should I go to a temple? Okay. Suppose the fellow failed. Oh, Ganpati, Ganesha, please. Saraswati, please, please. Oh. That is why people's business going full force, they never go to astrologer. Life is fine, they never go to a soothsayer. In Kerala yesterday we saw hundreds of these hand-reading ladies, all old ladies, sitting down with the line. Hundreds. Think. People go to soothsayer. Why? To be told, after all, you are not bad. Your Saturn is stupid. Your, Venus is in a bad place or some nonsense. You are wonderful. So to listen to that nonsense, you go for that. Why? You have taken the credit. Please see. You do something nice, everybody says, oh, you did this gardening very good. You did the library job very nice. You did this thing nice. But then you become very angry, suppose. Or somewhere you are trembling with a hatred, passion, or you are spreading a rumor. Then somebody, hey, but you did that. Huh? What is that? You did that, no? You take the credit for gardening, no? Then take the discredit for something else also. That is why phala you give to the Ishvara. Completely to Ishvara. That, what is that? Mundogopanishad. Mundogopanishad comes. Dosaparna sayuja sakhayam samana vrikshe parisasvajati. Two birds sitting down on the same tree. One is the individual bird, other one is the Atma, the Ishvara. One bhunkte swadu vannam, in a sort of no. One is going on eating raw fruit, ripe fruit. Oof. The other one is just look at it. In the same way, in this body of a tree, in the samsara body or in the body of a tree, there are two birds are inside the mind. One is jiva, ahankar, I thought. Other is Ishvara, consciousness. One goes on jumping from karma phala to karma phala, taking credit, taking discredit. The other one looks at it. When this bird jumping from fruit to fruit starts looking at the other one, becomes one with the other one, no more affected by the sweet fruit or the bitter fruit. Fruits will be there. Fruits you cannot escape. Are you getting that point? Can you escape karma phala? When a karma is there, phala is inevitable. But I don't do any action. Inaction also has a result. What is the result of inaction? Not getting food. Are you getting that? Morning I explained to you. Inactivity also is an activity. Inactivity is the job of the tamasic fellow. It will come later on. You're totally ignorant. Inactivity is the job of the tamasic person. Selfish, self-propelled, selfish activity belongs to the rajasic person. The wise person is, understand, the wise person is karmani akarmaya pasyet akarmani cha karmaya. One who sees the action in action, inaction in action. Meaning, he is not the doer. Always happy with himself. As comfortable doing, that comfortable not doing. Result, always accepted. Are you getting that point, please? Ask yourself, please understand, ask yourself the question. Let not others prevent you from doing or not doing things. You deny yourself an action and see, can you do it? Can you take it? You are eating food, you deny yourself. Suppose somebody says, don't eat that much. Of course you feel offended, humiliated, disrespected. You do one day decide yourself, I have been eating every day, why not eat one day? And see what, and genuinely see what is reaction going through your head. Think of it. How you react. You look at yourself. Then, sattvic person, unaffected by it. Both you can take. It's fantastic. Okay? Okay. All right. So, who is the person? Now, Bhagavan says, Tatra eva sati kartaram, tatra evam sati. In the astiya. This for sarira, vak, mana, whatever karma you do, nyayamma viparitamba, right, wrong, good, bad. It doesn't say only good action you do or bad action. No, no. This is the beauty of the scripture. It doesn't say only nyaya, only right action you should do, or only wrong action. No, no, no. This is what action, this is what the principle of action. You do anything, you shall have result. Can you accept? The action that will help others, action that will destroy others. Even if you, sometimes you do to help somebody, your help can destroy somebody. It's like you give charity. You give charity, you think you are helping. The flip side of it is, you are making them beggars, inactive, dependent on you. You didn't help somebody. The person is very angry with you. But because of that determination, he started growing up in life. All right, I'll prove myself. And he proves himself. When he proves himself, he should not come and show off to you. Did you not throw me out? Did you not tell me this? Look at me now. Or what, he should come and be grateful to you. Had you not thrown me out that day, today I would not have been this. But idiots will not say that. Oh, you thought only you could help me. Look at myself. This is a person also who has consciously thrown him out. He will smile. That made you who you are. If I would have pampered you, you would have been lost here. Kicked you out, therefore do this. Responsibility. Understand? You could not do it, anyway you are useless. Could do it, it was in you, but it was not coming out. Your conscious action is amazing bliss because you have no motives. Absolutely no motive. Always others, person should be nice. Yes. Anyway. Tatra evam sati, in this atmanam kevalam tu yaha kartaram iti pasyati akruta buddhitvat nasa pasyati durmati. So the person who in this whole arrangement atmanam kevalam na pasyati, he does not see himself. Atmanam kevalam. Kevalam means what? Sajatiya vijatiya swagata bhedarahitam kevalam. Kevalasya bhavati kaivalyam, kaivalya upanishad. Kaivalya Upanishad. Kaivalya. Kaivalya means what? Kevalasya bhava. What is Kevala? Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata Bheda Rahitam. These are the three types of differences. Three types of differences in the world. One is Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata Bheda. Three different, let's say, three different types of species. This is a flower. Okay? Vegetable kingdom. This is plant. We are animal. This is a plant kingdom, animal kingdom. Bijati. Bijati means different species. This is plant, this is animal. Okay? Bijati. Sajatiya Veda is, we are all animals. I am a man, this is a cat, that is a rat, that is a cow, that is a lion. Sajatiya Veda. We are all animals, but among the animals, there is a cat, rat, this like that. Okay? Then Swagata Veda. Swagata Veda is differences obtained in the given member of a species. This is me. But a head is different from knee, knee is different from the thigh, thigh is different from the stomach, stomach is different from the nose. Swagata Veda. In Chetana, Atma, yourself, all the differences are not there. There is no Sajatiya Veda, Bijatiya Veda. There is no Bijatiya Veda. There is no different species, there is no different types of consciousnesses. Nor there is a Sajatiya Veda. There is no consciousness, different types of consciousness. No. There is nothing other than it. Swagata Veda, there is also, it is free from Nishkalam Advitiyam, no kala, no part. If it has a part, kala, hand, leg, everything will be different from each other. It has Nishkalam Advitiyam, partless whole, without a second. Therefore, no Veda of any kind. Atma, Kevala, myself, consciousness. Tam Atmanam Akartaram Pasyati Kartaramidi. One who sees that self which is Akarta Abhokta, one who sees I am the Karta, Sa Durmati, ignorant man. Duh-mati. Mati, mind, duh means ignorant. That person suffers from ignorance. Iti, such a person, durmati, akruta buddhitvat, na pasyati. Akruta buddhitvat. Akruta buddhitvat because akruta buddhi means asanskruta antakarana, aviveka, akruta buddhi, asanskruta buddhi. The person who doesn't have discrimination, doesn't have this knowledge, considers atmanam, kevalam atmanam, kartaram iti pashyati. He thinks I am the doer. That is where comes your that is your ignorance. You consider that as that becomes the doer. Imagine when that happens, what type of life you will have? Selfish interest. I am the body, I have a body. My body must be taken. My house, my husband, my wife, my car, my cat, my rat, my land, my TV. The whole world is gone to dogs. Let it. My house, when the flood comes, my house is protected. Others, drown. My interest is the supreme interest. Person will be very happy, most unhappy. Why? Because the trouble is you cannot find the bliss, the happiness in all these things that you are trying to save or protect. It will not work out, it will pass, it will die. Body will be dying, people will be around dying, things will be disappearing, then you don't know what to do. Remember that story. The man who understood the language of the animals. Remember the story? When the animals started talking among themselves, the goats were telling, hey, the pigs will die. The owner said, bah, lucky, I can understand the language of the goats. Pigs, sell it, let them die in somebody's house. My business should be intact. So another day the horses are crying, the cows will die. Sell the cows, let them die in somebody's house. Another day, horses are dying, sell the horses. Another day comes, all the animals in the stable are crying, miserable, hushed, quiet. Owner is going to die. Now whom shall he sell himself up? Problem? That is why when you can tick off anybody you like. You tick off a man, tick off a woman, tick off a husband, tick off a wife, tick off a child, tick off everybody, tick off every tick off your own thought. You carry your own little cauldron in which you are boiled inside. Why? Your thoughts. Think of it, when you are alone, suppose you are alone in your room, why are you miserable? Ask yourself the question, do you smile when you are alone in your house, in your room? Then only you really smile. You come out with a smile for the other people's consumption, far good or better than showing your stupid face. It's nice to show your smiling face, but when you really smile when you are alone, then only you can smile. Why? It doesn't matter. Your own presence is beautiful to you. Have you seen a child? How he plays with himself? 4 or 5 toys are there. No toys are there. He will improvise the sand and the stick and the child will be playing. He doesn't care. When you are adult, that is gone. You are fed up with these things. Human beings you cannot handle, things you cannot handle, thoughts you cannot handle. Permanent misery. Understand? This is akruta buddhitvat. That fellow is like that. Whereas the one who is sanskruta buddhi, what happens to him? Just read. Yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhiryasya na lipyate hatva pisaiman lokan hannahanti na nivadhyate yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhiryasya na lipyate hatva pisaiman lokan nahanti na nivadhyate So first understand the secret of the action, the mechanism of action. What is the mechanism of action? Three types of action. Okay, see the sums. Three types of action. Kayika, Vachika, Manasika. Sharira, Vak and Manas. Three karmas. Okay. These three karmas, these three types of karma to be done, 5 factors are needed. What is that? First, the adhisthana. Adhisthana is your body is the one. As long as your body is there, then only activity possible. Your dead body. Shall we give a Gita discourse to dead people? Understand? So, first is body. So, body is alive, adhisthana. Then, body is there. But you are a useless, means ignorant, pagal, nut. Shall we give an discourse for the nuts? They don't understand. Karta, I thought must be there. That is why children will find it difficult to grasp it. With child to tell that you are happiness, the child will be wondering, what is he talking? Of course I am happiness. The child is so sweet. Okay. So karta, there has to be a doer. Then karana, instrument also must be there. Sense organs of action, manobuddhi, your memories. Then chesta, pranic activities must be there. Pranic, because for chesta, breathing, excretion, all types of movement must be there. Then the last one is daivam. When you do this action, any action, result is inevitable. That result is not in your hand. The result comes from the totality, Ishvara. Understand? Okay. Now, in this arrangement, if the karta, the I considers itself, I am the doer, nasapasyati. He does not see the truth. Why? Because he doesn't know himself. As a result, what will happen? He will drag not only the action to itself, but also the result. You drag the action to yourself. I did this, I saw this, I heard this, I touched this, I tasted this, I smelled this. I could not see, I could not taste, I could not see. I did this, I gave this to him, I did not give this to him, I did this, I helped them in famine, I gave them the food. Right. Phala is, you did something, everybody likes you. Like you take today example, IPL. 3 years, billions of dollars. Everybody say, the person who was doing it, dream boy, dream merchant, most successful man, money spinner. Today, what does it say? Hooligans, blackmailers, crooks, disappear. Big board, you should see in the newspaper today. Like, suppose you are a sadhu. Just I'm talking, secular as well as domestic. So everybody was worshipped you until yesterday. Why? Oh, very nice man. Now somebody has planted a story, then somebody says, there's something like rascal, something like that. Somebody plants a story. Yesterday, in Week magazine, we saw that. About the sadhu which is coming now, he said, who has reported it? A disgruntled driver. If students complain, people complain, the person to whom you see, look, your driver, your cook, the person who is your personal caretaker, to whom you rely on everything. They may be idiots, but you have relied on them. So they, like a driver knows more secrets than anybody, because even if you are managing director, he will be talking in the car or you have to talk through this head. So he eavesdrops, he can listen everything. So he can pick up one to one, like that. Uneducated people. Suppose, person who is your caretaker, maybe uneducated person. but he is enjoying power. Suddenly, you grow big, and the person is no more at, as near to you as before. Then what happens? Viciousness comes, just to pull you down. I am nobody, no? All right, I'll see that you are nobody. Because he was nearer to you, you can plant a tail. To disprove that lie as a truth, to disprove that lie, damage is done. So if suppose you have been a person, you have very conscious, enjoyed yourself being great, you have done it nice, but you have never taken the credit. Why this happened through me? Suppose somebody wants to pull it down, you can happily also take the discredit. All right. Why? You are accountable to yourself. Understand? But when you are, the appreciation goes into your head, a criticism kills you. Understand? A simple statement, a simple criticism, that you did not do this all right, or you did this, you did not do this rightly. If that kills you, that means what? You are taking the credit too much onto yourself. I do. Credit, discredit, Ishvara. Finished. Durmati, one who is a person who is ignorant, akartaram kevalam atmanam kartaram iti pashyati. He thinks, I am the doer. Therefore, affected by every action. Whereas, in contrast, yasyana aham kruto bhava. Underline this particular verse. It's this is my most favorite verse, really. All verses are mostest, favoritest, mostest, favoritest, okay? Anyway, this is really, why? Yasya ahangruto bhava. The person who has no ahangruto bhava, aham karta iti na bhava, who doesn't consider himself, I am the doer. Why? Self, absolute. Ishvara alone is existing. Buddhir yasya na lipyate, yasya buddhi na lipyate. This buddhi, ahankar, na lipyate, doesn't get involved with any action. Doesn't take the credit for the good action, nor runs away from the so-called other types of action. Buddhi na lipyate. No sangha, no phala. Such a person, you see the praise that is given to it, that person, the praise that is given. Hey Arjuna, such a man, hatva pisha iman lokan, even if he hatva, even if he systematically destroys the iman lokan, the entire generation, the whole world. Na hanti, na lipyate. Neither he kills, nor he gets involved. That is where comes your power. Na hanti, hatva pisha iman lokan hatva na hanti. Ignorant man will be frightened. Ignorant man will be surprised. How can you say hatva na hanti? Killing he doesn't kill. You tell he kills, then you say he doesn't kill. From the body standpoint, killing. From the absolute standpoint, no action. That is the absolute. Hatva, even if hatva means what? Therefore, don't try to say, see, I'll kill the man, I'm not affected. No. Hatva, this is prasansa. Meaning, even if you do the most heinous act, still it doesn't touch you. What to talk of? Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, doing everything in the world. Doing every action in the world. Na karoti na lipyate. Indriyani, indriyartheshu vartante, iti matva na sajjate. Sense organs do their job. Hatva visha iman loka. Na karoti, na hanti, na nivadhyate. Neither he kills anything, nor he gets affected by action. Because himself is not there. It's just like a role being played in the stage. In the stage, you kill 1,000 people. Do you repent in the back of the drawing room? I mean, the green room? You help everybody in the stage. On the stage, you are the most compassionate person, do you go on the backstage and you say, I am the most compassionate one? You play. That is why I told you yesterday, Rama's, this morning class, like Rama's character, say that. Kusumat komalam komalani. Softer than a petal, harder than a stone. Because you can play both, yet you are. These amazing verses. After this, you'll go three types. You'll see all will be fantastic. Everyone will be fantastic. Because remember, as I told you, this chapter is really amazing. Because with this, the book ends. Your living becomes continuation of your learning and teaching. Understand? Other language, I started the class, let me finish with that. Once the book is over, classes are over, are you able to see it for yourself? You may not touch the books again. Make that wisdom as your own, so that your every action becomes a teaching and a learning. Conscious act. Always remember the 5 principles and 3 types of action. Are you an actor? No. Therefore, result, Ishvara, naturally comes. Your life, untouchable. Are you getting that? See that. Write some notes if you feel like.